My name is Dr. Shawn Anthony Robinson, also known as Dr. Dyslexia Dude.
And I'm so excited to see you. I can't believe how excited I am.
Well, thank you. I'm nervous too. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a researcher, I'm a professor, I'm also an entrepreneur. My wife and I have written 3 graphic novels, Dr. Dyslexia Dude, working on the 4th now. It's a book of a superhero kid who's African-American, who has dyslexia. But none of my successes of these books, traveling the country, or going international to talk about these books, would not have happened without my professor who taught me how to read at age 18. I graduated high school reading at elementary level. I spent 18 years after getting my education to be on a mission to serve kids. My wife, Inshirah, and myself are on a mission to be able to give kids hope and empower them through literature. Allow them to see themselves as having a gift, allow them to see themselves as being resilient, which is the 2nd book about being resilient. So no matter what we face in life, we always have to move forward like a little train. Choo, choo. We just gotta keep going. So that's a mission that we want to provide kids in these books that are culturally responsive, authentic, and realistic. We just want to send a message of hope to kids around the world, allow them to see themselves in books and know there's somebody out there who has lived the experiences they're going through.
I am so interested in this topic. For one, I'm dyslexic. I have attention deficit. A lot of times they go hand in hand. And you might already know that Wisconsin is the 2nd worst in the country. And my wish would be kindergarten comes along, the teacher sits down with the kids, they're all on the floor, they're all at the same level, and says, the first thing I want to do is teach you that there's so many different ways to learn. And talk about the superpowers that all these kids have, because people with dyslexia have different powers than other people that other people don't have. And maybe you could talk to this group about that, because hardly anybody knows that.
That was great, Peg. I just learned something listening to you that I didn't know. So
Again, that was my goal for this season. Holy mackerel.
You've taught me a lot of things.
You're done now, Peg. You don't have anything else to do.
Jeez, 2 years in a row.
The content in the book is key, and I'm sure the content is great. Now, how do you get that message out to the masses?
The first book, we sold 7,000 copies in 4 years.
Now, how'd you do it?
Brand, social media, traveling, keynotes, school visits, library visits, churches. I went to Jamaica, Canada, MIT, Northwestern, Harvard, HBCUs. I've traveled pretty much almost everywhere. My thing is, if I could just give kids some hope, allow them to understand that no matter what we do in life and how we dress, to be vulnerable, we just got to take chances and keep moving.
Thank you for taking your lived experience and offering it as a point of service for the greater good. It's important and needed. Is the cultural competent component. I grew up with my brother being dyslexic, and one of the challenges we had as a family was finding support that was culturally competent, right? And so I think this is critical. What would you do? What do you need? What kind of support as we sit here and we acknowledge kind of the greatness of this offering? What's next?
I think, I'm always a big proponent of mentoring. I have a lot to learn on this journey of being an entrepreneur. I think what sticks out the most is brands, my brand, and getting more out there, and either hiring a publicist that can really help take this to the next level. I've worked with UW Oshkosh Journalism Department, the students, and they put together a nice launch plan for me, particularly within the space of dyslexia and race. I dominated the Google search, so like the first 7 or 10 pages are just Dr. Dyslexia Dude or Shawn Robinson.
Because you really want to scale it. You really want to help as many.
Yes. My ultimate goal for that first book, once we finish selling 10,000, we're giving 20% of our profits to the International Dyslexia Association to start a scholarship for families to receive tutoring services. So I really wanted to just be able to be of service, and I felt like that was the best way to do it. And the book, again, it's not just accessible, it's affordable too. The first book is $5, second book $6, and the third book is $9.20. I wanted to make sure that families that didn't have financial means could be able to afford the book, and I think that's what also has caught a lot of people's attention, is the fact that it's affordable.
Dr. Dyslexia Dude, thank you for all that you're doing, and continue on the path.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Love it, thank you.